Oh, baby, I'm trying to put some
That song's so nasty.
on you. You said it's so nasty. I love that song. Don't baby, I'm trying to give it to you. Don't baby, I'm trying to bust all on you. Hey, we live, baby, yeah. So what's up, y'all? Mama J and this thing. We got our co-host Trinita on the line as well. Trinita, say what's up
Hey,
to the people.
hey, hey, hey.
What's popping? So right now, give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to share this to my Facebook real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I know you see the title on the screen. Who won the versus, Ashanti or Keyshia Cole? Y'all gotta tap in and let me know who y'all thought won. Because I know who I think won. We gonna get into it into a minute. I'm ready to argue with some motherfuckers too. So I'm about it. Is you about it? About it? Hold on, y'all.
Oh, her hair looks cute.
Thank you, love. All right. So anyway, yes, let's just go ahead and get into it. While we sharing this, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my tell it all intro. Y'all already know.
Period.
Ew. Ew. You
You know that's
already
how we kick it off.
know, right? That's just like literally how we kick it off every time. So what's up, YouTube? First of all, because this is literally my first time ever going live on YouTube, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, you should be.
Usually I always go live on Facebook, tell it all, but we on YouTube today. So what's popping, y'all? What's popping, slimes? So
Always night. We always catching the night owls.
I know we on some real Keyshia Cole Ashanti versus type time because I made a post today. I said 9:30, and then I was like, if I don't show up at 9:30, it's gonna be 10. Don't worry about it. I'm on some Keyshia time if I show up at 10, so don't worry about it. And it's
What?
10:38. True Keyshia Cole Ashanti versus time because I'm literally like over an hour late. So yeah, we already starting it off right. You already know. Ew. Keyshia Cole Ashanti versus. So yeah, tap in. Who won the versus battle? Keyshia Cole or Ashanti? I'll go ahead and start off by saying I thought Keyshia Cole won, even though the versus battle was a hot mess to me. Like it really was just like. So number one, when I first started watching it, oh shoot, I got a phone call. Hold on, y'all. Let's get this caller in before I give y'all my input. Hello, hello, hello. Tell it all. Yerp.
You already know the vibe.
I'm hollering. What's popping, slime?
What's poppin', slime? Nothing much. Just got in the crib from eating.
Ooh,
Well, I
and
just got some eating. Got back to the crib.
okay, well, go ahead and tell us. Kick us off. We literally just started. Who won the versus, Ashanti or Keyshia Cole? Tell us what you thought.
You said what?
I said, tell us. Topic of the night is who won the versus, Ashanti or Keyshia
Oh,
Cole?
definitely Ashanti. Why we even talking? Like, why is that even a question? Like, you Ashanti won. She definitely won. I mean, let me tell you why she won though, because I ain't gonna just make it seem like I'm hating. So
Cause you
I feel
are.
like, I mean, just pretty much. I just wish Keisha would have had better energy. That's pretty much it. For me, I just feel like she was too focused on competing versus and just celebrating and enjoying the music and just letting the people decide. Like she was just doing too much to try to win. Like talking about how she almost brung Diddy out. She tried to bring Diddy, and then she brung out OT, and it's just like bitch, who brings other celebrities that they feature with to the verses? It's like she was trying too hard, and then she was switching up her playlist, and not playing her kids because they were slow songs. And it was just a lot. She just basically overall she sabotaged herself. Then she was late as fuck. quality of audio was trash. It was just I can go on and on.
Not that
You
you can
know.
go on and on. Okay, well, first of all, I don't really think Keisha's attitude was bad. Okay, so when she first got on the live, I seen a bunch of posts about them just like saying her energy was super off from the jump. When she first got on the live, or at least when the verses, when the way that they chopped it or whatever, when she first came on, because obviously they was both late. Number one, they was both late. Everybody acting like Keisha was the only one that was late. They was both
No
late.
pause. Ashanti wasn't late. Ashanti was only late because she was trying to wait on Keyshia, but it took too long. So then Ashanti said, "Well, fuck it. I'ma just have to get on and just try to hold it down."
That's what I was getting to. They was both late. Ashanti got on first, and then she was
Mhm.
holding it down till Keyshia got on. And then when Keyshia got on, everybody was saying that immediately she had an attitude, and they was acting like at first before I even watched it, I was just looking at the comments and stuff. They was acting like she had an attitude towards Ashanti. She never had an attitude towards
Yeah,
Ashanti.
no, it was
It
towards
was
her
more
team. You could tell it was towards her
That's what
team.
I'm just. That's
Yeah.
what I'm like. Y'all saying like she got bad energy, like she was really putting it towards Ashanti. Her energy was towards her team because they was fucking it up, and they was the reason why she was late to the thing. Like her little, I don't know if y'all seen it on the Shade Room, but they was talking about her DJ was on a radio interview, and he was saying how the reason why she was late was because they had a bunch of technical difficulties and the screen was blurry. He wasn't even saying blurry. He was saying blurry.
Say that she didn't want to come out because her screen was blurry. On her end, her screen was blurry, and she was like, she was there on time. I was there, I seen everything. She was.
Basically, he was just saying why she didn't come on the live on time or whatever. And I
Gotcha.
definitely understand that because when you got a team and you got some technical difficulties, listen.
And they ain't doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing.
Oh, the last podcast we was hella late because our producer, he was late getting us set up. So it be like that sometimes. And as the artist or whatever, you be pissed off at your team. So I understand that. So it's not like she came on there with no bad energy towards her. She came on. She was like, "What's up,
I
Ashanti?
get that.
You
I
look
definitely
beautiful." Blase, blase.
Yeah, I definitely get that because like you said, when the team in the background not pulling their weight, it's like it's making you look bad.
Exactly.
Because you're the one on the front line. So I definitely get that. My only thing is too though, is after that, once you got on and once you were finally on and stuff like that, it's like, okay, now it's time to celebrate. She did have her little moments where she was trying to turn up, had the positive energy. But I was tired of every 5 minutes she talking about some, oh, I'm jealous because you did a song with such and such, or I already know I'm gonna lose because Ashanti's gonna bring that heat, or everybody in the comments trying to tell me to smile. Y'all, all I got is sad and love songs, so how I'm gonna smile? Here, let me just play something else. It's like you sabotage yourself because even in the comments, Erica Dixon was like, "Girl, Keyshia, just do you, man," because it's like she was so focused on the social media and the comments.
I don't think it was necessarily none of that. I just think it was just like the only reason why she was tripping off. Okay, so yeah, she did keep saying, like like, ooh, I'm jealous, or like, ah, damn, like she
And
just made this song or whatever.
I'm gonna lose. And then she kept telling her DJ to switch the songs. I'm like, no, she would have just played her hits. It would have been a lot better.
I didn't hear her say telling the DJ to whatever. But what I was saying though was, of course, you're gonna mention it if you got your whole team behind the camera saying you need to smile, you need to smile, you need to smile. So whatever. But I just feel like her energy would have been way more better.
It was the people in the comments that she said.
The people in the comments and probably her team telling her to smile because they all knew that she had a attitude or just like an attitude towards them or whatever, and it was we could see it on her face or whatever. But but another thing for me was just like the setup. Like first of all, you got both of them sitting down. So let me say my piece or whatever. So honestly, y'all, I didn't even watch the verses until this morning. So last night when it came on, I had literally tuned in right on time when Keyshia had got in, and just like the first couple of songs I was in, and I was just like, yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Even though I thought Keyshia won the battle, song for song, she won the battle to me or whatever, but her audio was off. It sounded like trash. It was just boring. as FUCK. It was boring. They was in two different rooms. I bet everybody thought, not just me, but we all thought when we tuned into this versus battle and was expecting both of them to be in the same room. So that probably threw everybody off the jump. That threw me off. They on two different screens. Okay, here we go with this again. Technical difficulties. Y'all know I'm sipping. Keyshia audio sound like trash. I guess she can blame that on her DJ. And it's just like I could barely even hear her. Ashanti did sound good or whatever. Hers sounded good, but Keyshia sounded bad. And it wasn't it. So I literally X'd out of the Versus battle last night within probably not even 15 minutes of watching it. I cut it off. And then, so I seen everybody going ham in the comments or whatever about the Versus battle. And what made me want to do the review on the Versus battle today was a meme that I seen. And it was like, I know y'all all seen that meme where it's like the trash can, like this is what you do with whatever, and it's got the push down plate. And so, Tommy, did you post that meme? Was that you?
No, I'll post one that was just like, it was this, somebody had made a status and it was just like, it was just like, what did it say? It was about Keyshia. It was like, oh, Keyshia, them drinks and bottles was just for decoration things.
Okay, so you know I got my 2 cents on that too. But anyway, the meme that I was talking about was the plate being pushed down in the trash, and it was like the the Ashanti and Keyshia Cole versus battle or whatever, and was like basically saying that the shit was trash. And so I'm like, man, I gotta do a review on this because I thought the shit was trash too. But I'm like, how can I get on here and be talking to y'all and doing reviews on the versus battle if I didn't watch the whole thing? I only watched 15 minutes. So this morning I decided to watch the whole thing, and as much as I really wanted to skip through a bunch of parts, I watched it though. I watched it painfully. I watched it, but
Okay, so you did your homework.
yeah, I definitely did my homework.
Rightfully so.
And so back to Tommy's comment, because they was talking about some Keyshia Cole, those drinks was just for show or whatever, poo or stink or whatever the thing said. And I was just like, motherfuckers just be making statuses just to get likes. Because I don't really feel like Keyshia Cole was that drunk. I don't feel like she was that lit.
No, she wasn't sloppy drunk, but I don't know.
And to me, you could tell when she was sipping on the Ciroc. Like, she would say, I want a shot. And she was sipping out of the clear glass. Like, what was in the mugs and stuff like that. One of the mugs had water in it. And I don't know what the other mug had in it, but I'm assuming they're singers, so maybe like some tea or something like that. I don't know. They had
one was liquor, one was taste. But yeah, but back to what I was saying about like the comments she was making. It was just the I don't know, like I just kept I got tired of, you know, Ashanti trying to uplift her and just have fun and celebrate. Like, you know, the whole, oh, I'm jealous and da-da-da-da. She was so focused on the comments. And yeah, she was like, you know, they both kind of was calling a DJ over, but Keyshia, like,
right, because they was like both being annoying with that type shit or whatever. Because even when Keyshia was doing the song, Ashanti the whole time was like,
yeah, and then when
all
Ashanti
off
was
to the
doing
side
song,
and stuff
Keyshia
would be
got,
getting
like,
up.
yeah, then they both talking to because Ashanti did say something like they talking to the people behind the scenes, and then Keyshia got up and walked away, and then
she got up and walked away a couple of times, which was irking me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, why is you getting up? Like, stay sitting down.
Yeah, like it was just
like, why you keep getting up?
But like you said, and to address what you said about the setup, you know, I do hate that Verzuz or whoever like helped with their setup.
Yeah,
I
the whole
hate the
setup
fact that
was
they had
trash.
them sitting so close to the damn camera. Like,
not even close to the camera, sitting, period. Like, why you got two
well,
singers?
you know, they always have, like, chairs for them to sit down, because, like, everybody who does Verzuz sit down, basically, but they don't have to, like,
but they're singers, though, and you have
Gucci,
them limited. They're singers.
Well, you know, even though they old, Patty and oh, I almost said it.
I see Hold on, I see Jamelia in the chat. She talking about she was offended by the whole production. That's big facts. We was all offended by the whole production. The production
and then, you know
was completely trash. For real.
Yeah, and I feel like they should have came harder for the simple fact that they had already canceled it twice. And then it's like this some
Right,
bullshit
you should have
y'all
had your
doing
shit
without-
together, for real. Trinita, what's up on your side? Because me and Tommy been going ham back and forth.
Well, how I feel?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel. So I watched it. I didn't watch it in totality, but I watched enough of it to get the gist of it. And I agree with all the comments and the consensus that the audio was so bad it was almost hard to get into it. Like there was a few
Right,
times
it's
they were
hard to
like,
watch.
Who?
No, I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. It was hard to watch because the audio was so bad, especially on Keyshia's part.
Oh, Keyshia, yeah, it was so cringe. At some point, they was like, "Turn it up!" Like, I'm like, y'all, production should have came 100. Like, y'all know better than this. So that part was really, really made it hard to get into. But oh, I mean, all in all, overall, jams were played. When I act like we was not bopping at home and singing along. So when Southside dropped. When Love dropped.
Hey, when Southside dropped, I was like, meet me on the Southside. That was my shit.
You don't talk,
Especially
when
being
she
from the
dropped
South
Happy,
side of
I'm
St.
like,
Louis, so
Get your big from South Side of St. Louis looking at.
stay straight.
I'm hollering.
It was good. Winner. If I had to choose a winner, since that's the question tonight is who
Right.
won.
Who won, Trinita?
My winner was Ashanti.
Oh my God, why? Tell me why you thought she won.
So I feel like Ashanti won because I didn't realize I knew that many Ashanti songs. It was bops for days. Side note, her and Ja Rule need to come back and collab again. Ashanti, and then I just really like the way Ashanti carried herself throughout the night.
The versus battle, I knew you was going. I was waiting on you to say that. The versus battle is not about who carried themselves the best. So yes, if it's about who carried themselves the best, yes, then Ashanti won. Even I agree with that. Her energy was on point. Both of them look beautiful. So let's just say that. But Ashanti's energy was definitely more on point. Her vocals was definitely more on point. But for me, when it comes down to hit for hit, which is what the versus battle is all about,
Ashanti,
hit for hit, I think Keyshia Cole took it.
Ashanti
Keyshia took it.
How?
I don't know, because
Ashanti,
stop acting like Ashanti ain't had them hits, boy.
Ashanti did have them hits, but just like somebody else said in the comments, most of all Ashanti songs that she played was like features and stuff like that just like make her songs even more of a bop. Jamelia in the comments talking about Ashanti all day. See, that's why I really wanted to do this review as well, because I'm like, I'm ready to argue with some of us tonight, because I knew y'all was finna come on here talking about some Ashanti one, this and that, whoopty wop. But like I said, when it comes down to hit for hit, song for song, Keyshia Cole took it. Most of the songs that Ashanti played was features that, they all bops, but it made it even more of a bop because she had like features on all the songs. But Keyshia Cole. And I low-key think, even though Keyshia's vocals was off last night, I personally think that Keyshia can sing better than Ashanti. That's just my personal opinion.
Now you lying.
I agree that I feel like Keyshia comes with vocals. Keyshia has a powerhouse.
Period.
She has powerhouse.
Period. Thank you very much. Keyshia be coming with them vocals, and that's big facts. Okay. Period. But so that's just that on that. And again, I thought that they should have had them standing up, because like I'm saying, they singers, it's hard to get into it, you restricted. And even if they, like that one time Keyshia tried to stand up, like literally all you can see is her chest. So it's just like, come on now, like why y'all got real singers, like they can actually sing? You know how hard it is to sing when you sitting down in a chair?
But they knew that
time
too. They could have stood up. They know that.
The way that the camera was set, they couldn't stand up. That's what I just said. Keyshia tried to stand up and get into it, and she was even saying the whole time how she wished she could stand up. When she stood up, all you could see was just like her titties in the bottom part of her of her outfit. That's all you could see when she tried to stand up. It was trash. It was trash. Because even when she brought OT Genesis in, or whatever, when she brought OT in, you couldn't even see him, because half of him was like cut off, because even the camera angle, it was just all just so bad. It was horrible. AKA the reason why I tuned out the first time, but then I had to tune back in so I can come in here and really go off about how trash this versus battle was. But at the end of the day, they both had them hits. So yeah,
They
but
did.
anyway,
And they both did that. They both still at the end of the day came strong, and tried to keep the positive vibes. So I'm not gonna take away from
nah,
them.
I don't think
There
anybody
was a
tried
lot
to.
going
I don't think
on.
anybody tried to keep any type of positive vibes. Maybe Ashanti tried to keep them positive vibes, but they all kept the positive vibes for a check, not because they really like each other. So let's get that clear. But
You don't think they like each other?
No, but before we get into that, let me go ahead and tell the people once again, tap in. Who won the versus battle, Keyshia Cole or Ashanti? Come on, we need some more people coming in. 573-340-9893. Y'all, tap in. And even you can just write in the comments who you thought won the battle, But like I was saying though, what was I saying? I don't know.
They didn't like each other.
Right. I'm on this this Ciroc. Did y'all, and speaking of this Ciroc, did y'all see see the video about the whole Ciroc sponsorship or whatever and who cut who a check? Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
No,
It was all shady. It was shady.
That's what I'm saying. They know they really don't like each other. Okay, so Tommy, since you didn't see it, so like I said, they cut out all the good parts, which is, all the tea that we all want to see anyway, but I'm going to let y'all know about the tea. So they was talking about Ciroc or whatever. One of the sponsorships was Doritos, as we all know, and then the other sponsorship was Ciroc. And in the clip, Keyshia was like,
Ciroc. Doritos.
Yeah. No, I'm playing. I said Ciroc twice though. I said it 3 times.
and Ashanti was like, they cut me a check. And so, yeah. So basically, Ashanti got cut a check for Ciroc and Keyshia Cole didn't get cut a check for Ciroc. And Keyshia Cole need to be on her management head because, baby.
But what I was gonna say, what they got to do about them not liking each other?
It's just the shade, just
shady.
all throughout. I'm pretty sure you didn't see the other clip. You didn't see no, they cut it out because if you watch the regular verses, you didn't see that. But there was another clip of them two going back and forth. So, before the break, right? Hold on. Shada G said Keyshia is a better singer and performer. I think them being in different rooms benefited Ashanti.
Tell him the top line.
That's big facts. That's what you call big facts. And that's on.
Tell him that's what he called all lies.
Jamelia said Keyshia
He
needs
lost
to.
me at better performance.
Hold on, Keyshia. Jamelia said Keyshia needs to humble herself. I don't think that Keyshia needs to humble herself. I just think that that's Keisha's personality. She just has a very just I don't know.
She has a hood mentality.
Yeah, she's super.
That's
hood,
what I was gonna
super,
say.
Super rough around the edges, and she say what it is, how it is at all times. And that's just Keyshia. So I don't think that it's anything about her needing to humble herself. But just like Shada G said, Keyshia definitely is the better singer. I already said that in that song.
Period.
She's a better performer.
I don't know about performer though.
Period.
No.
Okay, because Ashanti do be dancing. She do be dancing and doing all that with her performances and all that. So maybe Ashanti could take her on the performance side. But Keyshia Cole is definitely a better singer than Ashanti in that song.
Period.
So anyway, back to what we were saying.
That's on comma.
Shut up. So back to what we were saying though. I was telling you how they was bickering back and forth or whatever. So at the half, when they stopped, Keyshia was like, she was saying how she wanted to end the song on a melodic note with her song Heaven Sent or whatever. And then here go Ashanti after the song, then gonna play another song. So it's just like, what?
Yeah.
And so I thought that was rude. And I also thought that it was just the energies both was kind of off to me. Because I even though I thought Keyshia won the verses, I thought that she was rude too. Because her DJ or whatever, all her songs was play way more longer than Ashanti's song. Even at the end when they was we finna get cut off. And then Keyshia Cole's songs would be going, and you got Ashanti basically doing a little sample or whatever, just cut it off or whatever, and then here go Keyshia taking all day long like black folks in the church, and I'm just like, girl, come on, man. But yeah,
I agree. Keyshia, I was like, "No, you gonna play the whole track?"
Yeah, right, for real. So in that clip, that they cut out. Of course, they cut it out for us. But so Keyshia wanted to play the last song. Hello.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, we lost Tommy, y'all. I was so like Kevin Hart. I was like, hello. Looking at it. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, so in the clip though, y'all probably didn't see it because it was cut out. But like I was saying, Keyshia Cole wanted to end the half or whatever with Heaven Sent, and Ashanti rudely played another song or whatever. And then so when they came back from the half, then they was both kind of going back and forth or whatever about who was gonna start the half off. Did you see that, Trinita?
Yeah, I saw it. That was one of the first clips I saw. Super awkward.
Yeah,
but
it was super awkward. I'm finna pull it up real quick so I can tell y'all kind of word for word almost, so y'all can cringe with me, because it was definitely cringeworthy.
Super
And
cringe.
Keyshia was like, but I am though, and Ashanti was like, but you not though. Look, y'all gonna be able to listen to it.
KC, can you hear me?
Wait a minute. Yeah, so I get to start it off.
No, you just started.
No. I didn't start. Let's go into
Yes,
that.
you did. Didn't you go with I should have cheated? You started first.
That's why I'm about to start again.
No, you're not.
Okay, let's play. You just ended it. What you mean? I'm not about to start again.
She said, "What
you
you mean?"
started
I'm not
first,
about
right?
to
When we
start
Exactly.
again.
switched,
That's why I got to start again because
right?
you just ended it when I told you I wanted to start with Heaven Sent,
But you went to number 11. It's 10. Yeah, you did.
Wait.
10. Let's go. Instagram gonna cut us off.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Keyshia Cole was like, I'm confused.
KC.
So after that, she was like, I'm confused or whatever. But so yeah, that was their little spat that of course they cut out for us or whatever. But you know, Shade Room be having all the tea. I actually didn't even see that on Shade Room first. I seen that on YouTube first. But I'm like, oh, because I was wondering what Keyshia was talking about when she came back. She's like, I'm confused, because of course we all didn't see that whole part in the beginning before that. But yeah. So that was real, like, yikes.
You're right. Okay, so earlier I said how, Ashanti carried herself well, but Ashanti had a lot of shady moments that was just so unnecessary.
Period.
I feel like, and I definitely feel like that was one of them. I get, like, it was just a little confusion, but she was being a little harsh and shady there. And then about the whole Ciroc comment, like, oh, they cut me one. Like, you either could have kept that to yourself, or you could have talked to her about it when it was over. You took that moment to be shady and kind of throw it out there. It wasn't the time. I was like, that was an unnecessary jab. Mm-hmm. So there was times when Ashanti was super shady, super low for no reason, combing her hair, even through the OT performance or even some of the other performance of Keyshia singing, Ashanti was like on her phone or text. So, I'm Ashanti gonna lose points, actually. I take that back.
For real.
Herself, yeah.
Definitely. Jamelia said you can't be borderline irrelevant and then come in disrespectfully. Who came in? You talking about well, no, she didn't come in disrespectfully. Like I said, she had an attitude towards her team because they didn't have their stuff together before she came on camera. But back to what Trinita was just saying, yes, Ashanti was definitely had some low moments in the show, and everybody is acting like, oh, like that's all I see in the comments is, oh, Ashanti carries herself so well. She definitely won because she had the best energy and she carries herself a certain way and whoopty wob. It's just like, no, she was tripping too. She was definitely tripping too.
Yeah, she was tripping.
It's just Ashanti has a softer and a sweeter voice, so it's kind of like, it doesn't come off as rough as Keyshia, but she was definitely she was on one just as well as Keyshia. Period. So let's not even go there at all.
Right.
But I'm just looking at this text message. I don't mean to get off topic or whatever, but Trinita has sent me a text message. Ooh. This is Trinita, by the way. And she was talking about the DaniLeigh song. Did y'all see that new DaniLeigh song that she just dropped talking about what was it? Talking about he in love with me because I'm a red bone or something?
The song was so trash, but like the way it
Hold on.
sounds.
Yeah,
was so trash.
Okay.
ahead and say it. I'm gonna pull it up while you talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Right. So basically, the premise of the song, while we pull it up, is he said he want a yellowbone. I think it's what the song's called Yellowbone. I'm pretty sure. And allegedly she was talking about her man wanting her, and he wanted yellowbone, and that's what he wanted. And that caused a bunch of controversy. DaniLeigh has since deleted her Twitter behind
Didn't
it.
she deleted her Twitter off of that?
Yeah, she deleted her Twitter behind it. Caused a lot of controversy.
People, before I even play the clip, I just want to say that social media is just out of control.
Very.
Very out of control. Like, I don't think it was necessary for her to delete her clip. You can see me, as chocolate as ever, baby, sexy chocolate on.
Period.
Okay. And I didn't feel no way about the song. If I was an artist, and y'all know sometimes I like to try to think I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, shoot, that just make me want to make a song about, us sexy chocolate women. That's all that made me think about. I wasn't tripping off of, oh, he want a yellowbone, whatever. But we finna go play the clip real quick, because I don't think it was that big of a deal.
Yellowbone is what he wants, what he wants.
It was so trash.
Yellowbone is what he wants, what he wants, what he wants. Gotta make it.
Okay, so yeah, that was that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Tommy. We talking about this DaniLeigh right now. So basically, that was the song. Y'all just heard it. Yellowbone is what she want. And I like DaniLeigh. I like her bop, you know what I'm saying? Even that the beat had a little vibe to it. That's a DaniLeigh vibe. Yellowbone is what you want. I was bopping. And I'm dark skinned. I don't care about none of that. For real, for real. Like I said, all it did was just make me want to be like, oh, so y'all mad that she made a song about yellowbones. Okay, well, tell y'all favorite non-rapping rapper JT to go make a song about some dark skin chocolate bones.
Are we gonna get on that topic? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Let me just speak for the light skins. Let me say this real quick because I don't want to get too deep in
Oh,
it.
goodness.
I don't know why people hating on that song. Like
Jamelia
you
said the song is
made a
trash.
song about dark skins. Beyonce done came out with a song called Brown Skin Girl, talking about every dark skinned beautiful woman in the industry. But as soon as light skins embrace their light skinness,
it's a problem. And I think
honestly,
the same thing. And I'm dark skinned. It's just like, who cares? Like
right.
I just said, the internet is just out of control. And that's just all it is. It's just like everybody being so sensitive to everything. And and I'm gonna say this real quick. Oh, y'all, please, never mind. You know what? I ain't even finna say it. I ain't finna say it. I'm not finna say
it,
it.
little mama.
No, because I ain't trying to have I ain't trying to have them problems.
Well, let me say this.
It's like another certain group of people who just be so sensitive to everything. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, we catch your drift.
Exactly, but it's just like you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. And so that's just the same thing with just like the whole dark skin, light skin thing. And then this is even more. Go ahead, Tommy.
Let me say this, because there's a light skin. I've been talking about this a lot lately. I think what people don't realize, especially black people, is that like they put down light skin so much, and we have to deal with it our entire lives.
Oh my God!
No, listen.
I'm so sick.
But you cannot invalidate what he's saying.
Girl,
no, listen.
Okay, go ahead. But I'm just tired.
Let me say. Okay, now I got to get into it a little deeper.
No, you don't. Just scratch the surface, please, and move on.
From personal experience, I was bullied as a kid, and I see like a lot of people, like Chloe, kind of gets a little picked on from being light skin. Like kids are bullied. Like I was called high yellow, white boy.
Jamelia got
Ghost,
the rolling eyes
Casper,
emoji. Bitch, me too.
Like and just like kids talk about kids, the only difference is when people who are light skinned grow up, we still deal with that. Like all you hear is, oh, that bitch thinks she bougie, or that bitch thinks she cute, or oh, that nigga weak as fuck, or like a dark skinned nigga is harder than a light skinned nigga because them light skinned niggas is feminine. Everybody make jokes and memes out of it. But you say when dark skins get older, you say one thing bad, you got the whole internet, you got the whole world, and they're like, no, you supposed to empower black people, and they gonna back that shit up. So
okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. Cause first of all, first thing is first, we all get bullied. It don't matter what you are. You're light skinned, you're white, you're dark skinned, you're mixed. It doesn't matter. We all get bullied. We all hear Drake talk about he too white for the white side and he ain't black enough for the black side. We all hear it.
Exactly.
Okay? We got Spice, Young Spice, from Jamaica or whatever. She be talking about how colorism and how dark-skinned girls don't get the same opportunity as light-skinned girls. We was all bullied, and I can go there and with you on the same tip as you and talk about how I was bullied when I was younger about the color of my skin and about how people call me, whatever. I ain't even finna go into it, but just know that I was bullied about the color of my skin too. So whatever, we all get bullied, so I don't want to hear about none of that.
No, you missed my point. My point is I didn't say that we didn't all get bullied. What I said is I feel for dark skins, y'all have more support and people that have y'all back and that will stand up for y'all than light skins.
And if you ask Spice, she gonna say the light skins got more support and have more opportunity than the dark skinned people. And that's just kind of on period because y'all more closer to the white skin tone than the dark skin ones.
And I'm not saying that's right, but I'm not talking about like mainstream media. I'm not talking about like the white people and what we're acceptable to with them. I'm talking about with our people, with black people. What I'm saying is when it comes to black people, when dark skins get older, you say one thing about dark skins, you're going to have a lot more black people that's going to jump down your throat and defend them dark skins because we're supposed to be black empowerment and shit like that. And, black is beautiful, melanin is popping. But those same black people will turn around and make memes and clown light skins or judge light skins before they even get to know them. Oh, that bitch bougie, or that bitch thinks she better than somebody, or that nigga weak as fuck, or that nigga feminine because he light skinned, like a dark skinned nigga beat that nigga ass. Or they make
when you come to talk about the memes and who gonna be who, like that's just the internet being the internet. But yes, part about just because she light skinned, she thinks she cute,
and people jump down her throat. That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah, but just the meme stuff is a no-go. That's just the internet being the internet. And yes, everybody thinks that just because you light skinned, you think you cute, whatever. That don't mean you cute just because you light skinned. And me as a dark skinned girl, I don't see nothing wrong with the song that Dani Leigh made.
Hold on, real quick. Pause.
Just coming from a dark skin.
What do you feel? You light skin. You on the line. What do you feel between what me and her just said?
And my dark skinned sister, she dark chocolate, sexy chocolate too. And she think the song is trash, but the song is trash. Like it's just like it's just like no.
It's a trash song.
It's a trash
song. About the quality of the song.
She said, "Isn't she Hispanic? Is she Hispanic?
Yeah, she is. She's Dominican.
Oh, she's Dominican.
Yeah. So what's so crazy is the song has exactly what happened on this conversation. So I sat back and I was just quiet listening to you two have this discussion that is actually not even this is what happened on the internet. People took this song and they did exactly what you
just like running with it. And I'm a dark skin and I'm not even running with it though.
It's not. It literally has nothing to do with light versus dark. It was, I think what's happening, and again, you hear with both of you, there's a trigger, and black people are not going to talk about the trigger. There is a underlying trigger, call it what it is, when colorism comes, and there's a trigger, and people be like, oh, it's fine. Well, you are triggered because you completely put her song was, she had one line that says, yellowbone is what he wants, because her man specifically wants her, and she is yellow. And she wasn't talking about nobody else. She was literally talking about herself. Period. And so many people got triggered. Period. And they ran. And I'm like, why did y'all get so triggered? I would make a song that says BBW is what he wants.
Oh, period.
I'm talking about my man.
Oh, period. And that's coming straight from a dark skin. It's just like, who cares? She a yellow bone and that's what a nigga want. Hey, okay. I'm sexy chocolate and that's what a nigga want. Okay? Okay, like
Like,
who cares? Like I just said, the
Right.
internet is just too sensitive. You can't
It
say
is
nothing about
nothing.
anything that's controversy nowadays. You just can't say nothing.
Yeah.
Jamelia said
know,
she
I did,
shouldn't
like,
even be talking about yellowbone. But why not though? She a yellowbone. Why not talk about it? Because if I'm rapping
she
one day, I might talk about this sexy chocolate. What you saying?
because
If
she's
the
a yellow.
song
Yeah.
wasn't so trash, nobody would
Yeah,
And I
care.
think
yeah.
honestly, you know what, to segue just a little bit, I think that's why the quality of a lot of things that we have nowadays is so trash. Like the quality of TV shows, some podcasts,
Okay, hey,
movies
listen,
and
y'all.
songs and music.
Tommy,
I think it's
Tommy,
what?
pause for a second because I'm gonna let y'all take the show over for a second because I really gotta go to the bathroom and like it is nothing that I can hold for the rest of this show. So
Okay.
y'all go ahead and take over. Do y'all thing.
Well, I was
I'll be
just
right
saying,
back.
I feel like that's why I feel like music in itself, especially in like TV shows, just anything with entertainment. I feel like that's why it's like the quality of it has dropped significantly because it's like everyone has to try to appease everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like these artists and these producers, they have to try to make sure no one gets offended because of cancel culture. And then you have the artists who are trying to listen to social media and the people that are online. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
it's that's why the shit is trash now. When we was coming up and even before us, shit used to be popping. Artists did what they had to do, and whether we liked it or not, we accepted it or not, and we just moved on. But now it's like because people don't accept certain things, now you got to cancel them completely. It's like why? It's just
Yeah,
not for you.
exactly. Like no one can have an opinion anymore, or no one can
Exactly.
express themselves because if they express themselves in a way that you don't agree with, it's cancel them, and it's like that's literally not how this
Exactly.
works.
And it's
It's not
like, oh well,
at
you didn't
all.
consider how this particular group would feel, so now you need to be canceled. And it's like, well, what, why? How does that make sense?
Exactly. I agree. The
And
cancel
you know
culture is
what?
such a
To
is such a
give a
joke.
to give a clear example to the cancel culture that may be listening, that's like you going to school and saying you don't agree with what this teacher is teaching. So instead of you opting out and just not taking that class, you want them kicked out the whole damn school.
What y'all
Right.
talking
It's
about?
it's, it's stupid. Cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Talking about like canceling people or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
such a
just
joke.
like how and
how
how
y'all want
stupid
to
of this
how
generation is.
everybody want to cancel Leigh?
And just people, yeah. When artists or anyone does something you don't agree with, it's cancel them. It's like no, like f you. They can say what they.
Let me just say, everybody low key really should have canceled Doja Cat.
Period.
What
But
does it do?
y'all definitely don't need to be canceling DaniLeigh just because she said that
I mean,
Yellowbone is with her no
yeah,
more. So
I think that's why I don't really have a liking for her. But
you don't have a liking for who? Doja Cat?
well, okay, so let's try to play devil's advocate though.
Play it.
At the same time, she was in that particular group, but she didn't say anything. Um, and we can't take away the fact that she is mixed. So you just don't know what she's been exposed to on a certain side, and
Okay,
and
pause because this just sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. But
and no, I'm
my
just being
sister
honest. You gotta just
said,
be
I don't
honest and
know,
real
I'll
with it.
cancel anybody at any moment.
But
Yeah,
okay,
y'all
but
need
my
to
thing
chill
is,
on the
you may
cancel.
cancel them, personally. Like you may just not fuck with them. But we're referring to like people who gonna take the time out to actually hop on social media and try to end this person's career because of something that they simply just don't agree with.
I mean, but in her case, like she was, she said, "Let me log off." In Doja Cat's case, like she was on there talking about Niggers, like that's what she was on. She was on some
Oh, she said it. See,
she
I
was
did.
on some Justin Bieber type shit. So like,
Yeah,
yeah, you need to
yeah,
be canceled. Like you like. I don't know if
yeah.
that point in her life she was just confused as of what side of the fence she wanted to be on, or if she
Hmm.
was just trying to entertain some people. But either way it goes, you did what you did. You said what you said. And I'm not into it. You got a big forehead anyway, girl. Go on, bye.
Oh, baby, that.
For real. Like, for real. I really, and honestly, I never knew who she was until that incident came up. And I wish it never came up because I could do without knowing who she was. Like, for real.
Period.
But anyway, moving on. Moving right along. Another segue. ToryLanez and MegantheStallion, because that's been a big topic within like the last 2 days or so. Because I guess somebody came on talking about MegantheStallion had dropped the charges on ToryLanez, which is obviously fake news that she dropped the charges on him, because why would she do something like that? And I don't think that she's lying. I think that something happened to where like he had accidentally shot her, and that's just what I think. What y'all think?
Yes, this is my theory. My theory 100% is that they were all in the car, they were leaving. Yes, they were drunk. Yes, there was an argument going on. I think literally whether she was walking out the car, what was happening, I think the gun just accidentally discharged. It accidentally fired. It grazed past her foot, and then all of a sudden, it's like she said she got shot at. I've been next to someone where their gun accidentally misfired and it shot my wall. So I've seen it happen. I think the gun accidentally discharged.
Period.
Sorry, Janita, I'm laughing at you on your incident because I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just drunk. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Life will let you
Said
down.
I've been next to someone where it just accidentally. Okay,
Yeah.
moving along.
A mess. So yeah,
A hot
the gun.
mess. But yes, accidents can happen. Yes, but I just think that yes, accidents can happen, and he probably, what I think, accidentally shot her or whatever. And that's the whole reason why she was covering up for him, and why she didn't say nothing when they had first got stopped by the police and all that happened. Because let's be honest, if my nigga accidentally shot me and the police come and whoopty wop, my first thing is I don't want to get to a point where, hold on, let's answer this phone call. Let's stay right there. Hello.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, tap in. Tell it all. What's up? What you got going on? What you tapped in. We was talking about MegantheStallion and ToryLanez, but you see who won the Verzuz battle, Ashanti and Keyshia Cole. What you calling in for today?
Yeah, no, I didn't really watch the Keyshia Cole shit, but I was laying next to my wife in the bed and she was listening to it, and I was just thinking one thing. It just all sounded terrible. But but I wanted to comment on the MegantheStallion thing, because that's what y'all was talking about
right
just now when I called in. My whole thing with that is, man, I'm honestly over it. It's like this whole time, like you can say everything else, but like exactly what happened, like, and it just on for all parties involved. Like, you know what I mean? So everybody could come out and say something. That nigga shot me. That nigga shot me. Well, the nigga saying he don't shot you, so why don't you just tell us the whole shit, and then we'll know for sure if the nigga shot you or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, the nigga shot me, instead of just being like, yo, the nigga looked at my phone and seen another nigga was texting me, and whatever, you got mad. I was like, shit, I'm getting out of here. We ain't whatever. Or like, just keep it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shit, the nigga pulled his gun out and shot me or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
big facts.
I don't know. It should just all sound crazy. So I kind of really don't want to hear no more about them for real. That's just my take on that.
Yeah, it do sound kind of crazy, but let me just go finish my tangent real quick. So yes, it does sound crazy, okay? It sounds crazy, yeah. But like I was saying, if I was in Megan's position and we was arguing about whatever we was arguing about, and he accidentally shot me or whatever happened to the point where I accidentally got shot, because I think it was an accident. But even if it was an accident, if you shot me, you shot me. Whether it was an accident or was on purpose, period, okay? You shot me. But if it was an accident, then like she did, the police come, y'all surrounded, with all this shit going on or whatever. Of course, I'm not gonna be like, it's a gun. He's got a gun. He shot me. Whoopty whoopty wop. Next thing you know, it's 10 bullets in ToryLanez back. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, she was probably scared, shooken up. She just wanted to, not let the situation escalate any further. Or in my position, I would just be like, shoot, I still halfway love this nigga. I don't want him to get shot up right here on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I'm going to cover for him and not tell them exactly what's going on. It's an accident. Whatever, my foot is bleeding because whatever lie. What's up?
Look. I ain't trying to disagree with none of that, or I'm not trying to comment on whether he shot her or not. I'm not trying to comment or make no if I believe her or not. That ain't what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she said he shot her, he shot her. He said he did. I don't know. I don't care what none of them say. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about, like, for instance, even the friend that was there. Like, instead of saying what happened, the bitch made a rap song dissing the other bitch. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
the whole best friend
so it
thing.
just seemed like, it just seemed like, okay, ain't nobody saying what happened. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, all this shit, it just seemed like for everybody is just like a career move or a play. Let me get a play off of this. All right, Tory came out with an album, and Meg, you know what I'm saying? She been running with the shit since it happened. I ain't trying to say whether she lying or not. I don't know. Shit, I believe her. She said somebody shot her. I don't have no other reason to not believe her.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But just run the story instead of, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like y'all playing it like, oh, well, it's an ongoing case going on, so I ain't saying nothing. If that was the case, okay, sure, I get it. But y'all saying everything else, so it's not like y'all not talking about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Well, Meg's tweet today said something about "bitch, you shot me" and "bitch, you going to jail" type shit. So.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, whatever, man. I'm just kind of like that story. I just feel like that shit just been running for too long. Man.
You said that shit. You ready for the court date?
You know what I mean? It done been 3 albums of freestyle from a bitch that can't rap.
That's
like
what
all
I'm
kind
saying.
of shit
It's
came
all
out
about
behind that shit.
the clout. The clout be real.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to say she ain't get shot for real. I believe her. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just run the story, though. I feel like that motherfuckers know, like, once you run the story, it's no more interest in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so motherfuckers just kind of, like, playing this shit out.
Yeah, that's big facts. Yeah, that's big facts.
But he about to go to jail for real, though. A woman say you shot her, and I believe her.
Yeah, I definitely believe her. Like I said, whether it's an accident or it's not an accident, I feel like ToryLanez shot her.
Yeah, I feel like his point or what he's holding out on is probably just like the way it happened. He's probably trying to make that like a major point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you know, it's your, like, basically, like, you know, even if I shot you accidentally or whatever, you know, you caused it or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he's kind of more dependent on something like that, but I definitely think the shot came from him though. So, like I'm saying, I ain't trying to dispute what she said and none of that. Like, I'm just tired of the story without hearing the story.
That's big facts. I agree. And like you said, it's just getting dragged out, and we just wish motherfuckers would just say what it is and what it ain't instead of doing all the clout chasing moves. I think, well, I'm not going to say we all know that Tory shot Megan, because there's obviously a lot of people out here who think otherwise and think that she's lying, but it's just like, why would you lie about something so serious like that? Like, I don't know. But like I said, I just think that she was covering up, you know, for a guy that, you know, at first that she didn't want to see no harm put to, but then once motherfuckers get on Twitter or whatever you want and you got the fingers popping, you know, young Drake Twitter fingers going, then, you know, that irks you, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when you got to start speaking up. So that's just that on the Megan and Tory situation. I guess we just all gonna see when they go to court. Period. Okay. So, yeah.
Because they go into court.
Okay, because they go into court. So we just gonna move right along. Okay. So so we got way off topic. But anyway, like Tommy said, we got segues for days. But back to the who won the Verzuz battle. Sheesh. Ashanti or Keyshia Cole. But I definitely came to the conclusion that Keyshia Cole won because hit for hit is a Verzuz battle. She won the hits for me. Keyshia Cole was definitely a better singer. And I think everybody on the internet who was saying that Ashanti won is just going off of the vibes, and how Ashanti carries herself and all that kind of stuff and whoop-de-whoop-de-wop. I think that's just what everybody is going off of, and how Ashanti, obviously, her audio and all that was obviously set up better than Keyshia's and all that kind of stuff. But hit for hit, vocals in real life. It's Keyshia Cole. It's Keyshia Cole all day. I got my sister in the comments talking about Ashanti. Nah, it's Keyshia Cole all day.
Keyshia literally, I mean, Keyshia wins in vocals. That's definitely not up for debate at all. But hit for hit, Ashanti. I think Ashanti's actually, maybe we could look this up. I think Ashanti outsold a lot of like records. Like she outsold a lot of people who we think would have outsold her. Like even numbers say Ashanti wins over time. Let me pull it up.
She said, "Let me pull it up because the numbers is the numbers, baby. What Lil Wayne numbers don't lie."
Oh, Gotti. Throughout her career, Ashanti has sold over 15 million records worldwide. Keyshia Cole record sales. Where's hers? It don't do her worldwide the way it did Ashanti. It'll make you look for it. Hold on. Don't give me lying.
And in the meantime, though, baby. Though,
Right.
baby. Is there any way I can delete my sister's comment that says Ashanti? Because that's incorrect. I don't want any incorrect things on my page.
No, ma'am.
So, I did a poll in my Instagram who won the Verzuz battle, Keyshia Cole or Ashanti. And just like me, the most people on Instagram is saying Keyshia Cole in that song.
Period.
Okay. Obviously, the Instagram folks know what they're talking about. I don't think I did a poll on Facebook, did I? Let me see. Somebody made a status and it says Ashanti seems like she's fun no matter the occasion. Keyshia is the girl that lets a man ruin her whole week and takes it out on all of her friends. I'm hollering.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yikes. Yeah, you know, the thing I like seeing after events like this is like the social media reactions.
Girl, because social media be wildin', baby. And then, hold on, because we got young Bow Wow. When everything was running late, obviously, and like I said, everybody acting like Keyshia Cole was the only one who was late. Ashanti wasn't late too, and then so we got Bow Wow, number one clout chaser, number one stunner, aka number one corny of all corny, come in the comments talking about some. She was what he say? Hold on, because I want to misquote his corny ass. She was never this late when I'd call her over. Because y'all know, I don't know if y'all know, but T is that, well, not even T, because it's on the Shade Room, and he's talking about it, but Bow Wow talking about all the females that he had dated in the industry, or whatever. Obviously, Ashanti was one. And then so he come hop his corny ass on the Verzuz live talking about she was never this late when I called her over. He's so lame.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, sir, please shut your mouth.
Okay.
No one needed to know that.
We're not even finna get into Bow Wow because that's a whole nother tangent. But my sister in the comments talking about Keyshia appeals to a certain audience and none of them buy albums. And none of them buy, I think she said, them. None of them buy albums. Ma'am. Because that was real rude. Oh, but anyway, so while we on Keyshia, before we exit up out of this live, let's talk about the OT Genesis appearance and how her sister came on live talking about some. Okay, because obviously, not obviously, but if you don't know, like the rest of us know, that OT and Keyshia got into a spat and it was going back and forth or whatever because OT basically did his own little remix of Love. Never know what is that called? I don't know, but y'all know this song.
Love.
Love. Love or whatever. He did his own little rendition of Love, and Keyshia ain't like that. And so they've been going back and forth for however long they've been going back and forth. Y'all know how the internet be. OT got real. They was both being disrespectful. OT got real disrespectful, especially as a man. And we all know Frankie, a.k.a. Keyshia's mom. You know, she used to be on drugs and all that kind of stuff. And OT said something along the lines about serving or giving Keyshia's mama crack and all this kind of stuff or whatever. So when Keyshia's sister has seen that she brought OT out and, you know, was all like huggy, like, yeah, it's all love type stuff or whatever. She was like, that's where I draw the line or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, can't nobody ever talk about my mama and about how joking about how you would sell my mama crack or whatever to try to get a dig at me or whatever. She was just like, not cool. Like, that's not cool. I would never, you know, hug somebody, you know, who been talking stuff about my mama. And but that just goes back to what I was saying at first. Like, this is all for a check. I don't really think that Keyshia and Ashanti like each other. It's for a check. Just like Keyshia bringing OT out. It's for a check. Y'all really think that Keyshia like OT like that? Like, she was just like, the whole time she was like, nigga, it's like, you know, like she's like, yeah, you go ahead and sing that. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about a check. It's just all about the clout or whatever.
Agree. Keyshia definitely was not feeling OT. It was all for shock value or to generate people on the internet talking.
Period.
That equals money.
Clout chasing at its finest, getting the bag at its finest. My sister said her sister was 100% correct. I'm gonna let y'all listen to what she said real quick before we hop off here. Cause how long we been on here? We've been on here for a minute, but I like to back up my facts. Hold on, let's listen to 21 Savage, because y'all know 21 Savage think he can sing.
When I screamed out how deep inside I loved you, sad and lonely. I remember. Hit them notes. Go off, sis. Go off, sis. Yeah. I remember.
Hey, 21 Savage hella funny, y'all, because y'all know that he think that he can really sing in real life.
I mean, and 20 he don't ever miss opportunity to be singing them R&B hits.
Okay.
I love me 21.
He's so funny. He be cracking me up. Okay, so anyway, we're looking for Keyshia's sister. Okay, so this is what Keyshia's sister's input on her bringing OT Genesis out.
Let me just tell y'all where it went left for me. Because you know I'm going to Keyshia to the day I die. Period. When you let her hug you, that guy on the internet joking about selling your mama motherfucking crack, that's when I got to take a step back. That's a no-go for me. You can't touch me. You can't breathe on me. You can't. I don't give a about what none of y'all got to say. Don't touch me if you brag about or laugh about selling mama the birth this. The reason why y'all got Keyshia is because Frankie didn't give up. Let's be clear about this. Frankie got 7 motherfucking children.
Big facts.
Okay. She ain't got 1. Because I think you stupid. Let me just tell y'all.
Okay, so obviously she was going off And they cut her off right there, but yeah, it's going all the way
Yeah,
off.
she was rightfully so. I think what's her sister name? Elite or something like that. I I'm with her. I agree with her. I agree. I agree. Jamila, I agree with her sister was 100% correct.
So you don't think that she should have brought OT out?
Heck no. Unless is OT the same way OT publicly disrespect my mama. I ain't seen no public apology to my mother. I don't care if they squash it behind closed door. Like they said, the same way that you publicly disrespected, I need that same energy behind that apology.
Period.
You literally said that I sold your mama crack in front of millions of people, hundreds of thousands, let's give it that, but millions of people. And the next thing I know, we all buddy buddy. No, we cannot be cool behind that. We can never be cool behind that. So I agree with her sister. Mm-mm.
I agree with her too, but like I said, it's all for the bag, it's all for the clout, and at the end of
But
the
there's a
day,
price.
right? That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, if the bag is good enough, then motherfuckers is gonna do whatever. And obviously, the bag was good enough. You really think that, like I said, Ashanti and Keyshia Cole really don't like each other like that. Obviously, the bag was good enough for anybody on Verzuz to get on there with whoever they versus against. For instance, Gucci
Gucci and
and
Jock.
and
This is Jock.
Jeezy, no
Jeezy.
Jeezy or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, them niggas still don't like each other. They had a whole spat, just like Keyshia and Ashanti had a whole spat. It's for the bag. It's for the clout. At the end of every verses, I know y'all see them playing they singles because that's what it's about.
Yeah, they new songs.
Yeah, it's about the clout. It's about the bag, them getting they, what I'm saying.
Exposure.
Exactly,
Yeah, right.
getting their exposure. Period. That's the word. It's about exposure. So
Yeah, that's their industry. I get that part, but I just feel like there's places you just I don't know. I feel like there's places the bag can't go. There's places the bag cannot go.
not for
And
people in the industry, it's not because obviously.
right. I was like, I guess because I'm like, I'm not in the industry. That's not my lane. So I get, maybe I just could never understand. But I'm just thinking like, damn the human. But Keyshia, got to think about too the relationship between Keyshia and her mom has always been strained. So Keyshia really, not saying that any making any excuses, but Keyshia and Frankie's relationship has always kind of been like on the rock. So yeah, I'm sure that hit, but like you said, the bag could have went there because it's not like they've had the best, strongest relationship all these
Exactly.
years.
And probably at this point to Keyshia, the bag is the bag. You know
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day,
baby, Keyshia got them kids. She got the
right.
little 1-year-old.
And not even the 1-year-old. Keyshia taking care of her whole family. Y'all know Keyshia used to have a whole reality show with Frankie and Neffy and all of them on it. And at the end of the day, Keyshia take care of her whole family. So the bag is the bag. And at the end of the day, they all eating off of that bag. So however she get it, that's how y'all gonna eat it. And that's all.
Period.
So yeah, we finna go ahead and end live on that note. That was just period. Yes, Keyshia Cole. Keyshia Cole won. Unless anybody want to come in, give a last minute comment. Keyshia Cole won. I don't want to hear nothing else. When we talk about hits for hits, vocals in real life, we know that Keyshia got it in the bag. And that's just what I wanted to come on here and say at the end of the day. An hour and however many minutes later, I just want to let y'all know that's what it all comes down to. Okay?
Period.
Ew. Shanita, you got any last words? My sister said Ashanti, good night. Girl, bye.
The bag ain't never worth disrespecting your mama.
Ooh.
I was so into when it comes to this versus. Bottom line is, no matter who won, these ladies had the opportunity to show up and show out, and I really feel like they both fumbled the bag. As far as the takeaway, because the conversation is much bigger than who won. It's really just mainly how bad it was, and I hate that for both of these women because they're both, powerhouses in their own right, and so it's crazy that production teams and whomever drop the ball for these ladies. So I hate, that's my thing. It's like it could have been better. They had 1.1. They came in with 1.1 million people anticipating and watching. So they really could have made a mark People were waiting.
Period. All right, we got my sister on the line. Sis, what's up?
I agree with what Trinita just said, but let me just say they may be powerhouses in their own right, but they're not powerhouses to everyone. So to be that late was disrespectful for me because
And that's exactly what Swiss Beats said. If y'all didn't catch that comment that Swiss Beats said, Swiss Beats had commented on the live when everybody was waiting on them, and he was like, "This is so disrespectful." About them being late.
Right. And I feel like they wasted their time to shine because they're both borderline irrelevant. Like you really could have came back, but you didn't. Anyway, Ashanti won, and good night. Yes, that's my final.
Girl, don't be coming on my live talking all that noise, talking about Ashanti won and good night, girl. Bye.
Ashanti won.
Girl, okay, we gonna disagree to disagree because we could be going and bickering back and forth like Keyshia and Ashanti with that last song and who's supposed to start off and all that kind of stuff. But we gonna go ahead and end this live. But yeah, we appreciate you, sis. I'm like over here turned in my own little world, like I'm too turned. So
always.
I guess I'm over here in true Keyshia Cole fashion. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and end this out. We're gonna end it with the tell it all. And we out. We appreciate y'all.
Guys.
First time on YouTube. Tapin. What's up? Mama J, tell it all. Co-host Trinita. Period.
Bye.